I didn't want the gold. I just wanted like the bag. Maybe there'd be a scent on it.
Furthermore, I find it impossible that anybody, Cecil, Captain Aureus, Evelyn, or Esmeralda would be able to gain access to the body without my noticing. A corpse can't just vanish into thin air. And even if it could, it's not as though a strong wind could blow a sack of gold onto the empty slab. No one of them must have been involved, but as long as no one goes digging up Jake's coffin, I don't see how the crime could ever be traced back to me.
Alright. Well, let's go back to friggin' Captain Dick Cheese.
Dick Cheese? Really? That's what I'm doing?
I'll go back to Captain Dick Cheese.
I will put the triangle pyramid in my hot tab so that I can click it! Yes, the pyramid. It works. Great. Yeah, there's no cooldown.
What I could do with a cold drink. Feeling hot under the collar.
Okay, but Captain Aureus told us to talk to Roberts.
Yep, and we talked to Roberts, and now we've got no new information to tell the dickwad.
Yeah. So I don't see how he could be a suspect, is what I'm trying to get at.
No, I don't think he is.
Why are you hanging out by the window there, bub?
Who do you see?
No, I don't know. He's just standing by the window. Discuss Jake's murder, I'm gonna guess?
Yes. Discovered anything?
About the corpse, I guess?
It was
Yeah,
stolen? Gods, what a fool that Roberts is! Taking a bribe in beleaguered old Sicil. Ah, what was he going to do with that gold? Buy the largest kipper in the land? He has a lot to answer for. But not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. Guess your mission is pretty clear, isn't it? Off you go to find this munificent body snatcher.
I heard you were seen at the Morticians!
And accuse me of involvement in this sordid affair. You dare accuse a captain of the Legion? Get out! Out! Before I have my men erect a gallows and string up a sauce pinata!
Ever the diplomat, Audrey, continues on her violent rampage across Sicily.
She's a violent thief. He's not to be trusted.
I'm the worst, Audrey. Okay, so now we have.
Perhaps.
Okay, I'm convinced it's Evelyn.
So am I.
Anyways. But it's convictions that get us to make mistakes.
I don't think she did it on purpose.
Maybe she just wants.
I think something went wrong.
Well, actually, I'm now having second thoughts, because maybe they did buy the corpse. Where are we? Oh, we're at Esmeralda's. Maybe she did buy the corpse, but maybe she had nothing to do with his death.
The hunter returns!
Right?
So, what piece of irrefutable evidence are you about to present me with this time? I am Esmeralda. Well, what do you want to know?
There we go.
Before this, I'm telling...
Legion's greetings, Hunter.
Oh, we can't even, like, ask them about the corpse. So, it's perhaps probably not them.
Snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn! Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Now we've insisted on not suspecting the mayor.
I think the mayor is too daft to know what's going on.
Hello again.
Yeah, that's what he wants us to
Terribly
think.
sorry, Source Hunter, but I seem to be fresh out of priceless relics for you to destroy.
You're a cunt.
Is that so?
Let's
Well,
discuss
I handled the corpse myself,
patient.
indeed.
Let's discuss
I
that.
hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked me to come to the crime scene. but Theliron had taken ill, and the responsibility fell to me. I
So-
arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen. A single intricate
so that's that
laceration
discussion.
wove like lace around every inch of his skin. Neither a beginning nor an ending
Yeah, you're not
were
giving me
discernible.
anything.
I examined the corpse and recorded what information I could. I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician's house. As far as I know, everything was, as far as a magical murder is concerned, quite normal. That strange reaction you caused. I've been
This is all
styled
stuff
to-
you've chatted, right? I'm gonna guess. Okay, I'm gonna...
The counsellor. Terrible loss, that.
Yeah.
Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew
So-
to be a devoted civil servant.
She said she handled the corpse,
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, that's something.
but because he had taken ill.
Claw of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em,
Wait,
stir
what?
and churn.
So she didn't steal the corpse. Is this the mayor? Yeah.
What? Oh, it's you! What news? Jake? Murdered, you say? Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Now I What? Oh, it's you! What news? My elf? Oh, myself.
How's about
I am Maxine.
maybe you
I
talk to
I've
Aureus
always
and
been
don't
more
accuse him like I did?
What did you say?
Well, there were 3 options, basically, regarding like... Well, no, there were 4 options. There's like, maybe it's Esmeralda. Maybe it's this.
I can't
maybe
talk
it's
to-
that.
I can't talk to Esmeralda.
No, I know. I meant when I was talking to Aureus, I had 4 options. I could either say, I think it's like Esmeralda was seen there, this person was that person was this, or you were seen at the scene of the crime, and then
I
immediately,
could do with a cold drink.
I'm gonna talk
that's what
to-
I went for.
Talk to the dog again, see if there's something
To leave the city is to venture into danger.
that we can do with the dog.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'm gonna grave rob a philosopher.
Pretty great. I mean, wow.
Look, he already knows we've grave robbed once.
I'd know it anywhere.
Are you gonna dig other graves?
Yes.
Oh god damn it. Prepare for combat.
I smell
Nice.
Look
here. Even
Oh,
a
yeah?
sage
Combat, you
and
say?
author as renowned as I is flattered when mortals dare among the dead to seek him out. Well, here I am, Nemeris the Wise. You may go wide-eyed with amazement now.
You're talking. Unless he's talking slowly.
As if I need introduction. Oh, I've written so many celebrated treatises. There isn't a civilized soul alive that hasn't perused its profound pages percolating with perspicacity. Alas, that so few show an understanding of my words, so few show the expected intellectual growth when I put them to the test.
Do I put them to, do I do the test or philosophy of death?
Where are you, Jake?
It's up to you. I don't know,
You
like...
can, and indeed you must. But alas, I was not buried with a printed version of that blueprint of genius that is my inimitably esteemed essay. Never fear, though, for each and every library in Revellon boasts a copy, the gilded cherry on their paper pie.
So,
Do
presumably...
you truly feel you are ready
Okay.
to prove that you have read and understood the philosophy of death? Your
I think-
refusal speaks greater volumes than my 10 parts.
Okay.
Are you playing without me?
Anyway, so he can find the book. Did you talk to the dog? He says nothing?
He said nothing. I'm gonna go back talk to the Undertaker.
Yeah.
And maybe the bartender. Because I
Okay.
thought they said that it was the dude who came to handle the body, not
Oh, the story's not
Yeah.
matching.
So, what's the bad news? More
I'm just gonna
orcs
talk to that
rampaging
Duke
through
in
the
case
docks.
he has anything dumb to
Like
say.
I said, I'm sure as... How do you... Ah, the ledger, is it? Fool was I to leave it in the open. Or perhaps I even looked forward to being found out. I know it sounds... It was she... Seemed she... And this may or may not have anything to do with the whole... But her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old shack of mine. Sad story. I just concern myself with giving the ask 1,000 times if you like. I'd rather risk a flight to the north than hand over...
No back.
Nothing there. Nothing there of any significance. So, the bartender, perhaps?
Yeah, you can just teleport to me. He's right next to me. Well, almost right next to me. Over here. What do you know about Jake's move?
Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and dark magic ain't exactly great for business, you know.
Okay.
That room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman. Though I regret to say I can't say exactly who. This inn isn't in the business of asking many questions, if you know what I mean. She came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning a certain Esmeralda. Figured this were just more at same. I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same as she. Again, standard practice for Mrs. Counselor and her visitors. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed me grandpappy's machete, bleary-eyed in a washing fright. By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake on the floor, dead, surrounded by what may as well have been a battlefield. Whoever done it has escaped through the window, but I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion barracks faster than a jackrabbit after that. Councillor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if that weren't a grave mistake.
Grave.
Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know. He's called the Duke of Ferrell, a high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about Esmeralda, I'd recommend it.
Alright, so
He doesn't...
that wasn't nothing else, really.
It's you. Just
Yeah, he's the Fabulous Five.
A source hunter. I'd like to report
Waitress,
some
does she
dark
know
magic.
nothing?
Only tainted hearts could tip as miserably as this lot. Been at the King Crab nearly 10 years now, personally. Seen every character you can imagine, from bums to wizards, passed through these doors for a pint and a place to rest. I think I'm one of the last folks to hear him alive. That awful scream has been ringing in my ears ever since. And with the room where it all happened still under quarantine, we've a constant reminder of exactly what happened. Though that's the question, isn't it? What exactly did happen? We all thought it was Esmeralda who checked into that room, and the Duke that followed her in. I was washing up and nudging the last of the lushes out of the door when a cloaked woman rushed in right past me. I never got a good look at her, damn my eyes, but I figured the way she disappeared that she was visiting one of the lodgers. Lucky for the perpetrators, I was rinsing bottles in the back when the terrible deed took place and saw nothing more. I'm not proud to say I ducked under the counter and damn well stayed there till I heard Ivad fling that door open, but I was paralyzed with fright.
So now we know it was 2 women and a man.
What have we
Yes?
here? A source hunter, is it? Well, my day just became rather more stimulating. Oh, stand still then, if you don't mind. I want to take a good long look at the so-called savior of Sicile. Tall as an elf, strong as an orc, but your face, quite classical, isn't it? Statuesque, some might say. Yes, smooth and sturdy as marble, yet fine as a chisel's edge.
Are you coming on to me,
And
lady?
my word, what passion burns
She
from
might
your
be.
eyes. Please forgive my being forward, but I dare say, can it be?
Yep, she wants to marry you.
Well, you're exactly the person I've been searching for. I am Anna. Jewel in the crown. I've cut 1,000 throats and baked 1,000 bread rolls, stolen the crown jewels of the Queen of Arata, and with my pockets full, helped her reach enlightenment.
Yep, I'm sure you did.
When the day comes that I die, the gods will evacuate the heavens to make space for my formidable collection of designer slippers. I contain multitudes, you see, and I am utterly replete. Except that, much to my dismay, I had as yet to find the companion to whom my heart so clearly calls.
Oh God.
She
but
wants
then,
you.
Source Hunter,
Down.
you wandered into this tavern, and I...
fucking brunettes.
certain that that companion is you.
She wants you so bad. She's driving.
Nearly a lifetime, it seems.
She's...
Well, I'm sure you must know what I mean. Like existence itself lacked a significant component. Like if you could only fill a certain void.
Yeah, I can fill your void.
Body, the right spirit. Together you could uncover new and thrilling vistas. I believe I have found that component, that body, that spirit within you, Source Hunter. Come, if ever we are to be united, we must truly entwine our fates. We must link our causes forevermore.
Look, she just wants you to join her cult.
You must join the Fabulous Five right away, as soon as time permits. Together, as a team, we'll explore the...
Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs.
And
a
sleep.
keyring, maybe. In any case, make it quick. You're not the only fan who wants
Alright.
What do you mean, not familiar? Why, I'm only the most famous wizard. And don't forget, I'm the most eminent member of the...
Nope. Yep, nope. No, I wonder if I could... Alright. Duke, buddy.
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information
I already
I don't
talked to him.
have. Like, yes, she and as Jake and Esmeralda. It's very true. Which?
So, it's not him. The mayor wasn't all that useful.
No, I'm gonna ask Victoria about the book.
About who?
The book. Yes. What? Okay, so I can't... Okay. So apparently there's supposed to be this book of philosophy somewhere, yes? There's A Pirate's Life. Did we loot this place already?
We may have. I don't have a book in here. That's interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna go talk to that old man in the bar.
Was an old man in the bar?
Well, that's the old man I talked to as I come to the bar and...
Oh, I thought you talked to the bartender.
No, some old guy.